Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to go over the top 5 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs that were released in August 2023. Okay, another month is officially in the books, so it's time to go over what I feel are the top 5 best 4K discs released in August 2023. There were so many titles that came out both in catalog and new releases, and really if you're a 4K format collector, you are eating good. And the coming months of September, October, November are shaping up to be equally impressive, but really I think whatever you may be, particularly geared to collect when it comes to 4K, you definitely have a lot to choose from. And really, when it comes to these monthly lists, I like to just talk about a little bit of the catalog and new stuff that I think really shine on the formats. And of course, as we're approaching the end of the year, I will do a full best of year for both catalog and new releases on 4K. So stay tuned to the channel for those videos. So for this particular list, of course, I'm going to do a little bit of blending of both. And I really feel that August, which has historically been a little bit of a slower month, was really good this year. It wasn't overly, I didn't think there was too much. I think there was just the right amount and, lots to talk about. So let's start with my first pick. Of course, I think Warner Brothers celebrating their 100th anniversary has been putting out some good stuff on 4K. And I was very happy when Enter the Dragon came out on 4K. And I think personally, it looks fantastic. Of course, it's not going to compete audio-wise for some of the new films that are released today, but if we're just judging based off of picture, I think really they did a great job. They showed a lot of love to this title, and you can buy it in either slipcover or, as you can see here, a steelbook. And if you've never seen Enter the Dragon, watch it for the first time on 4K. I really recommend it, and I did a full review on my channel if you want to hear my thoughts. If you would have told me a year ago that a Disney title, well, let alone a classic Disney title, would make its way to a top 5 list on 4K, I would have questioned your sanity at that point, but they seem to really be turning a corner. And there's also, early rumblings that they may actually be further supporting the format than they did in prior years. So for this 4K release of The Nightmare Before Christmas, in my opinion, this was a really good offer from Disney. The movie looks more filmic and cinematic than it has ever looked on any formats. And with that nice HDR grading, it gives you the visual aesthetic of both Christmas Town and Halloween Town. It's nice. It pops off the screen. And in my opinion, this movie is the definitive way to watch it at home. I'm really digging what Disney's been doing here, and with the upcoming Snow White on 4K, I can't wait to see even more because their Cinderella restoration was gorgeous. So The Nightmare Before Christmas is a worthy entry on any list. But if you're thinking about upgrading and a little hesitant if you have the Blu-ray, I recommend this one. And once again, I did a full review on my channel if you want to hear my thoughts further. If you're releasing a Fast and Furious film on 4K and it doesn't make a best audio or visual presentation monthly list, you've got to be doing something pretty wrong. But thankfully, that is not the case. So Fast X on 4K is well worth the pickup. No matter what you may think of the movie, the 4K presentation is really solid. Audio-wise, the Dolby Atmos is fun, it's engaging, there's some multi-directional craziness that happens from start to finish, and the visual presentation is really good. It's nice and clean. It has sometimes, I would say, less of a filmic look. And if you're more into the cleaner digital, presentations, this one's going to be right up your alley. And, fans of the film, you should definitely pick this one up. Once again, I did a full review on my channel if you want to hear my thoughts on it. But Fast X on 4K is definitely worth being in the top 5 of the month. My number 2 pick I recently reviewed maybe a few days ago, and visually it's probably the best looking disc on this list. I'm talking about the latest DC film, The Flash from Warner Brothers. The 4K is beautiful. It is gorgeous picture-wise, and really it's a stunning looking visual disc. When it comes to the Dolby Atmos, it's also really fun, it's engaging, and there's a lot of craziness that happens. If you have a whole Atmos setup, you're really going to get a lot for your buck here. And while I've been a little critical of the audio on the past couple of DC releases, such as Shazam 2 and Black Adam, this one goes back in the right direction. Still not quite up there with Aquaman or I would say Man of Steel. Those are top tier. but the Flash is still really enjoyable. And if you like the film, the 4K is certainly the way to go. And for my top pick of the best of 4K discs released in August 2023, I'm going to give that one to Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I know, crazy, a Disney film on 4K made a top list of the month. But really, I think a lot of it has to do with how James Gunn was able to put this out on 4K. And I think he had a lot of control because, yes, we have shifting aspect ratios, which he has gone on record saying it is the preferred way to watch the movie as opposed to the Disney Plus one. So for that reason alone, it deserves a place on the list. And I think audio-wise, it's also very impressive. No, it's not quite demo-worthy when it comes to audio, but I think it's really up there. It's fun. It is very immersive, and there's a lot going on. And it doesn't really have that kind of blandness that prior Marvel films recently have had. This one is really enjoyable. If you have an Atmos setup, you're going to get a lot here. And once again, the visual presentation is something I think you should check out for yourself. If you are a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I highly recommend you pick up the 4K disc. And that is why it is my top pick of August 2023. So now it's your turn. In the comment section below, what would your top 5 4K discs of the past month be? And also, if you're interested in any of the titles I talk about in this video, I will leave direct Amazon links in the comment section. If you use them, they really help out the channel. But once again, tell me your top 5. Let's talk about it in the comments. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.